talking to you before. You were saying there was you and another guy doing really well in the darts, but Cockerill give you a sponsorship or something. You were saying, could you just let the folks know?
Yeah, I tell you, the fella Eric had it when he had dartitis. Him and Maureen were together. Then Maureen Flowers, and he wanted to go and sponsor somebody. So they had two people in mind. They had me, because I was a little cocky. I was cocky like him and a bit aggressive towards people, because I wanted Wincy. I wanted to earn the money. And then also there was a fellow named Dennis Hickling from Yorkshire. He was a good little player as well, Dennis was. But me being a local lad, I think it swung it for me. So Eric, he sponsored me roughly, I'd say, about £10,000.
Right.
To travel the world, from America to Canada, Finland, Denmark, Sweden. I mean, it was great. I mean, I remember taking loads of photographs. The first aeroplane I've ever been on. The first hotel I've ever stayed in. Was when I played in the county. I thought I can get used to this.
When was the first one?
But it was always on condition that I paid him back, which was the best thing he ever did.
Yeah.
So if he walked in the room and I was sitting down talking,
right,
I got it. He'd give me a rollicking. He'd say, "What you sitting with them lot for? They're not your mates. You owe me." And he'd say it in front of everybody as well. He was so bloody honest, if you know what I mean. He'd say, "Listen, Taylor, you owe me £7,400. What are you doing sitting down there?" I say, "Eric, I've been practicing for 2 hours. Shut up. Never mind, shut up. Get on that practice board." So even when he wasn't sponsoring me, if he walked in the room, I'd get up, start practicing.
Right.
Because he'd give me that dirty look. "What are you doing sitting down there? What are you doing talking to that lot?" Because he never thought the players were friends. He thought they're all enemies. So you've got to get yourself right.
Do you think he was right there?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I always said, if you want the England football team to start winning, put out Eric as manager, because he'll motivate you. Trust me. Yeah. He can also be the nicest fellow you've ever met in your life as well.
Right. Yeah.
I used to call him Jekyll and Eric.
Jekyll and Eric.
I did, because I used to say to him, "Which one are you now, Jekyll or Eric?" You go, "I'm Eric now. I'll be Jekyll at 10 o'clock when I've had about 6 pints."
Yeah. Did you? What was the first competition you won?
The first one, there used to be a darts magazine called Darts World, and they used to advertise, counties did, where you could pay something like £10 and enter tournaments, or 5 in them days. Like the first one was the Derbyshire Open.
Right.
And it was £500 for the winner. My dad drove me. He paid me entry fee. My dad did. He drove me there. It was only about an hour's drive for me, and I won it. And I can remember they paid you in cash in them days. Right. And I went looking for the organizer. I said, "Where's the organizer, please?" He says, "Why? What's up?" I said, I need a quick word with him." He says he's in the office there, and it's like I think it was like a school. So I've gone in there. I said, "Can I have a word with you, mate?" He paid me in £50 notes.
Right.
See, he got 10 £50 notes. And I said, "What's this? This you've given me here?" He says, "What you on about?" I said, "This here, what's this?" I was going to jump over the table and grab him. He says, "That's your money." I said, that's not money. I've never seen that. "What's that?" I said, "You can buy a terrace house in Bristow for 50 quid. So he says, honestly, he was laughing. He says, "That's legal tender." My dad had never even seen a £50 note.
No.
So that was the first one. I think the second one was Lincolnshire. It's what's it called? Near Butlins. I can't think what you call it. Skegness. And I think that was £750, I think.
Right.
So it was fantastic. Where I was working and earning like £70 a week, I was entering these little tournaments and winning 500. And what we used to do, because I had a little terraced house in Burslem then, in Blake Street in Burslem, I paid £7,500 for it. So, but we hadn't got anything. Everything was second-hand given to us. Like we had the old army blankets and the coats on the bed and stuff like that. So my first wife, I said to her, "What do we need now?" She said, "What we could do with some saucepans, some new saucepans." So I looked at the prize money and thought, if I get to the last 8, I can buy the saucepans. And that's how I did it. So I was always motivating myself to earn money.
I understand that, yeah.
So I get to the semi-final. I think, right, I can buy them new towels now. She's after as well. And then the next tournament, I say, "What do we need now? We need carpets. Duvets on the bed." I thought I'd won the lottery. Seriously, it was brilliant to have a duvet instead of having like 10 blankets on your bed, because we had no central heating, and then the windows were rubbish, drafty. And then I remember having a shower from British Gas. I'd got something like £550 at the bank, and this shower was about 480 quid. So I said, "Come on, we'll have a shower," because I kept having baths all the time and getting colds, getting chills on me. So I had a shower, and everyone in the street wanted to come and look at my shower.
Oh my
It
God.
was all the power shower, so you could fire it at the
Oh,
kids. Like, it was
oh,
brilliant.
you named the power.
I know, yeah, it was brilliant, honestly. So I was going through the house, and then eventually I thought, well, I'm going to try and earn enough money now to buy the house or buy another house, and that's how I did it. I just kept pushing forward,
Right.
and I was always one for practice. So when Eric sponsored me, the first one was a place called Moncton in Canada. And we went about 5 days early. We practiced together, and I ended up winning it.
Right.
Which that then put me into the World Championships, last place.
Right.
And then the rest is history, really. I went there, I won that. I beat Bob Anderson in the final. That put me into the World Championships, and I won that one. I beat Eric in the final. And after that, then, I think the first year, I entered something like 50 competitions and won. I think I won 48 of them. So I was picking money up every week.
I think you won
brilliant. Like
there was 13 world titles you won in a row.
No, the world titles in a row.
Yeah.
The world title, 8 years on the trot.
Right, but you were
95 to 2000 and something.
You ranked number one.
2003.
Ranked.
And then I lost in the final the year after, which I should have won. Really. I threw it away. But it was a lot of pressure off me, Brian. There was a lot of pressure off me. A lot of jealousy, a lot of backbiting. You know what I mean? It was getting to me a little bit.
Have you noticed?
I was relieved then to lose it.
Have you noticed the more successful you get, though, Phil? Even family members get jealousy, don't they? The more money you make and you're a bit successful, people seem to get this green streak in them, don't they?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. I don't like that. I don't even know you, and they call you.
The best thing Eric Bristow ever said to me, you know, Bri, he says, when the players are not speaking to you, that means you're good. Yeah. He says, and then all of a sudden, he said, if they start talking to you and start offering you buy you a drink, that means you're playing crap. And I remember I'd lost in a few tournaments, and then all of a sudden, all the players are talking to me, and it dawned on me.
Yeah,
thought, hey up,
he's right.
Hey up, you're being friendly. That means I'm no good.
Yeah.
So I got back on the practice board, reinvented myself, because I'm always pushing forward all the time.
Yeah.
And made sure I got back to the top again. And it was a fella named Peter Manley, because I used to take the dartboard off the wall.
Yeah, I know you get
the players. Yeah,
sign it. Yeah, that's right.
Give it a young kid in the audience. See?
I know, I remember that. Always.
And he did it on me, beat me, took the dartboard down off the wall. I thought, you little son, that'll never happen again. And that was the bet. And after that, he did that, and I won over £1 million that year in prize money. And I remember saying to Peter Manley, "That's the Peter Manley million." That is.
You were actually
brilliant. Like
you were actually quicker than Usain Bolt to get to that dartboard to take off and sign it. Yeah, what was the best?
You know what? Over the years, Bri, I've had people tap me on the shoulder at exhibitions. Let's say Middlesbrough or Newcastle, or whatever. And I've turned round, there's a big lad standing there like yourself, and I said, "Hello, can you remember me, Phil?" "No, who are you?" "You said that I was that little lad you brought on stage. I was only 9 then." I'm thinking, "You're kidding." Brilliant. He's about 6'4" now. Yeah, I went, wow, how good's that? I know the little memories like that are great in my life. Now I'm retired anyway.